Yo, Frankie, sup? Man, it feels like forever since I last talked to you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasant 8 years. Why'd you have to go and ruin it by texting me like this?
Come on, dude. Is that really how you're gonna greet an old friend?
An old friend? As in someone who I no longer consider a friend? You should be grateful that's all I had to say about you, considering what you did. You slept with my wife, got cut off by your parents, turned everyone who was once your friend against you, and had to leave town to escape your ruined reputation. Didn't you move out of state?
Well, yeah, but anyway. You're still working in town, aren't you?
What's it to you?
I just thought I might stop by and visit my old buddy Frankie and shoot the breeze for a while.
Don't bother. You don't know where I live anyway.
Not to worry. I got your address from one of our classmates who didn't know about our history.
Unbelievable. Seriously, though, what do you think you're doing? You don't have any right to be texting me anymore, much less actually coming to visit me at my house.
Oh, please, don't be like that. It's been 8 years. That's all water under the bridge now, all right?
I'll still feel the same way about you 80 years from now. So don't you dare come anywhere near me.
If you're really still that angry, why haven't you blocked my number?
Just to keep tabs on you. There's no telling what a sociopathic moron like you will do. So it's safest to be able to at least have some advance notice of what you might be doing. Consider it like a vaccine for a virus named Luke.
Wow, you're harsh.
Not harsh, just honest.
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, the truth is that your vaccine was a dud.
Huh? What now?
You got remarried, didn't you?
Yeah, and?
And you had a kid too, right?
What's with these questions? I don't feel compelled to tell you anything about my life.
Nah. You don't need to tell me anything. I already know everything. Tell you what, Frankie boy. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret I've been keeping from you.
Secret?
Get this. You know that precious little baby your wife gave birth to? It's not yours. It's mine.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't have to believe me. But if you get a paternity test, it's not going to be yours. But seriously, what's with you? You haven't even seen your wife in 2 years. How did you not realize the baby wasn't yours when she told you she was pregnant? Do you not even know how babies are made?
For real, Luke, what in the world are you talking about? You've never met my current wife. You don't even know her name.
That's what you think. I'm like a home-wrecking ninja. I sneak in undetected and bam! Your wife is now my plaything. You should know that. It's how I stole your last wife from you. I was getting with her for 2 whole years and you didn't even notice. I only let you in on the whole thing because I got bored. What kind of idiot doesn't notice his wife with another guy for that long? You're such a loser.
Are you going to start making sense anytime soon?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? Luke, is this really you? Did someone take over your account or something? Or maybe you're just drunk out of your mind?
Drunk? Well, maybe just a little. And it's the real me.
I see. Well then, I don't want to deal with you for any longer than I have to, so I'll give you the bare minimum information necessary to get you to leave me alone. First off, I'm not living in our old town anymore.
What?
Second, I don't have any kids.
Hold on. Oh, I get it. You're lying to try and get me to go away, aren't you? How pathetic. Sorry, Frankie boy. It's not gonna work.
You're free to think whatever you'd like. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to work, so I'll be taking my leave from this conversation now.
Tate, hold on. I just told you I'm sleeping with your second wife. How can you be so chill about this? Not only that, the daughter that you thought was yours is actually mine. Should you be more, sad? I thought you'd be lying on the floor crying your eyes out by now. Well, I guess it doesn't really change my plan, so whatever. At first, I was planning on dumping her after I told you about our affair like the last time. But I actually kind of started to like her. That's why I got her pregnant, to make sure I could get her to divorce you and be with me. In other words, your wife and daughter are now mine. Everything went exactly as I planned. I win, you lose again. I hope you're ready to be a twice divorced loser. Be a pal and sign the paperwork as soon as you get it, okay? What's up, Frankie? I heard you absolutely lost it when your wife told you that she was going to divorce you. And then when she told you about your daughter. She said you didn't believe my text, but when she told you in person, you completely broke down and cried like a little girl. What's up with you, man? I already told you all of that. You should have believed me from the get-go. It would have saved you the humiliation of crying in front of your wife and daughter. I guess the truth finally set in, huh? Well, good. That makes my life easier, since now you'll agree to the divorce for sure. Just remember, it's what's best for your daughter. Or should I say, my daughter. Yo, Frankie, what's your deal? You never responded to my text yesterday. Are you trying to ignore me? Seriously, dude, grow up. You're a grown man. You're gonna have to deal with this like an adult. I guess I'm gonna have to tell you something that'll make you reply to me for sure this time. Know what I'm gonna do? Your wife. In your house. You gotta move it along, man. At this rate, your wife's gonna give birth to my second kid before you divorce her. Just knock before you come in, alright? Come on, Frank. You're starting to tick me off now. I wanted to settle this once and for all yesterday. That's why I texted you while I was with your wife. But once again, you didn't even reply once. How long are you going to keep running away from me, Frank? Do you think this is all going to go away if you keep ignoring me? You're going to have to face me sooner or later, Frank. Now text me back, tonight. Your wife and daughter are mine, like it or not.
Sorry I've kept you waiting, Luke.
There you are.
I was doing a little digging into something, so I thought I would hold on from replying until I had dug up what I was looking for.
Digging? What do you mean?
I see you're very confident that you've stolen my wife and daughter from me. The woman you're with, her name is Luna, right?
Yeah, your wife Luna. That's what I've been saying.
Luna isn't my wife.
What?
She's my younger brother's wife.
Your younger brother's wife? You're really something else, Frank. I was your best friend when we were kids. I lived next door to you until 8 years ago, for crying out loud. I know you don't have a younger brother, so tell me another one.
Actually, I didn't even know I had a younger brother until about 6 years ago. And since you were run out of town 8 years ago, there's no way that you would know about him.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
To be more precise, he's only my half-brother.
So that means...
Yeah, my parents got divorced when I was 3, so I know you knew that my dad had left us to move away.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
My dad got married to another woman, and they had a son, my half-brother Ken.
Okay, go on.
Ken got married last year, a little over 2 years ago. But just this last year, the company he was working for went bankrupt, so he had to move out of the company housing he had been living in up until then. At that point, my dad and Ken's mom had already divorced, and Luna's parents had passed away in a sudden accident several years prior. So since the two of them had nowhere else to go, and I happened to live nearby, I let them come and move in with me in my house for a while.
Hold on. You said that you weren't living in our old town anymore. What's the deal?
I'm just getting there. Be patient. Just about a month after Ken and his wife moved into my place, my company told me they were sending me to work at our company headquarters in another country.
What the? Another country? You mean you're not even in the country right now?
That's right. My wife and I moved overseas together 10 months ago. And if everything goes according to plan, I'll be staying here for another 6 or 7 years.
Seriously?
And as for my old place, it was a rental house. So when I moved over here, I just had Ken take over the lease, and he and his wife kept on living there.
Man, this is an insane story. I had no idea. Man, this sucks. I was feeling great thinking that I managed to break up 2 of your marriages. But she's not even your wife? Ugh. I went to all that trouble for nothing. Whatever. I'm done with you. Later, Frankie. Frank, you there? I'm in big, big trouble. You gotta help me out, dude.
Ugh, what do you want now, Luke? You do understand that we live in different time zones, right?
True time zones. I'm in full-on crisis mode, Frank.
Go on.
Your half-brother Ken, he's suing me. And Luna just showed up at my apartment door with her kid and all her stuff.
Okay, and? I'm not sure what you're so surprised about. This is the only possible way this could have ended for you.
What do you mean, why?
You slept with a married woman, Luke. That means her husband, my half-brother Ken, can sue you for your part in her infidelity.
Really?
Don't tell me you forgot. You should have gotten the exact same papers in the mail when you slept with my first wife. That was when your parents agreed to foot the bill for the lawsuit settlement in exchange for cutting you out of their will. I guess I can understand how you forgot. At the time, you were just happy that your parents were going to pay it and wouldn't cost you a thing. I guess their act of kindness kept you from feeling the pain that hopefully would have taught you a lesson.
And that's it. My parents. I can get them to pay for the lawsuit.
Are you drunk again or just not paying attention? They cut you off, disowned you.
What else am I supposed to do? Luna's here demanding that I support her and the kid. I don't have that kind of money. I'm barely getting by on my own. If I can't get my parents to help me, then how am I supposed to come up with the money to feed 2 more people?
Well, I guess you could ask your parents to bail you out again. If you can find them.
What do you mean? I know where my old house is.
Was, not is. I looked it up and the place where your old house used to be is now a new apartment complex.
What? It's gone? Why?
Isn't it obvious? They sold it and moved away. Their reputation in the community took a nosedive thanks to your escapade with my first wife. I also can imagine it would be pretty uncomfortable living next door to the person whose wife their son slept with. So they probably wanted to put it all behind them and start fresh elsewhere.
Where did they go?
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
You've got to have some idea.
Nope, not a clue. Are we done here? I want to get back to sleep.
Hey, you can't just go to sleep at a time like this.
I told you, idiot. Oh, we live in different time zones. Yes, I definitely can go to sleep right now.
That's not the issue. The issue is I'm having the crisis of a lifetime over here.
I would never in a million years lift one single finger to help you out of a crisis you might be facing. And not even to save your life.
How can you say that to me?
If you really don't know, then there's nothing that I could say to make you understand. I'm going back to bed now, Luke. Good luck.
Frank, you can't do this to me. You got to help me.
I heard about everything that happened next from my half-brother Ken. Apparently, it all went down pretty quickly. He was concerned that Luke and Luna might skip town to try and avoid paying him the money they owe him. So, while he got a lawyer to advance his case through the legal channels as quickly as possible, he also asked the CEO of his company for advice. The CEO told Luke that he had some connections in a particular sector of society that might be able to deal with the two of them. The CEO's acquaintance quickly agreed to take on the task of encouraging Luke and Luna not to leave town, and even gave them jobs and a place to live while they work off their debts to me. The company that hired them has a very strict disciplinary system in place, so I don't suppose the two of them will be causing any trouble in the near future. Plus, they're making all their payments on time. I was concerned for their daughter, though, since she's a totally innocent party in all of this, but Ken's CEO pulled some more strings and she got taken in by a kind and loving family. I'm not very hopeful that Ken will ever be able to be anything resembling a decent human being, but I hope his time at his new company will straighten him out, even if only for a little bit.
Randy, are you there? Can you do me one huge favor, please?
Hey, Beth, what's up? Are you okay? Relax. What's this favor you're talking about?
I want a divorce. And I mean right away. There's this guy I met, and I love him. I want to be happy, and I have the right to be happy, right? No use trying to talk me out of it, Randy. I've already made up my mind. The cast has been set.
Hold on a second there, Beth. You're going way too fast for me. First off, let's relax for a second and talk this through like adults. I mean, you sound like a 5-year-old that wants a new toy, for God's sake.
I'm plenty relaxed for your information. And I've totally thought this through, so don't think that I'm not completely calm and conveying this very important fact to you.
I sort of recall having this very same conversation with you before.
What are you talking about? I've never said this to you before. Anyway, I want that divorce and I want it now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, Randy. And about the divorce papers, I should, maybe...
Don't worry about that. I got it right here.
Huh? What? Why would you have it already? Did you hear about this from someone? Who told you?
No one. It's in the top drawer in the living room cabinet where we keep all of our important documents. I already signed it, so grab it anytime you like and do what you want with it. I no longer care.
Hey, Randy.
Don't tell me you want me to deliver it to your boyfriend's house or something, because that's not going to happen.
No, about those divorce papers. Why do you have those? And already signed? What's up with that? I mean, this is the first time I've asked for a divorce. So why? Why do you already have a signed copy?
What are you talking about, Beth? Do you suddenly have amnesia? Or did you hit your head getting out of the bed this morning?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
As I recall, the first time was when we were still engaged. You remember that guy who ran his own company next door? The second time was during our honeymoon. You suddenly had the hots for the hotel manager. Remember that? The third time was with your boss at the part-time job you had 6 months ago.
Those guys came on to me. You make it sound like I was lusting after these guys.
And it turns out that these guys wanted nothing to do with you. You came onto them too aggressively.
I never did such a thing. You got it all mixed up, Randy. They aggressively pursued me and then demanded that I get a divorce, and after they got what they wanted, they all dumped me. It wasn't my fault. I'm the victim here. They used me, and when they got what they wanted, they discarded me.
All they did was say a few nice words to you, and you took it literally. You were suddenly in love and demanding a divorce because you had finally found your true love. You got it in your head that they were in love with you and proceeded to aggressively pursue these guys. They were taken aback by your forcefulness and creeped out by this fatal attraction type of response that they wanted nothing to do with you. I'm just astonished it hasn't become a police matter. I guess they thought if they pressed charges, you'd come after them even harder.
How could you say that, Randy? You make me sound like some crazed stalker. I'm your wife, for God's sake.
Then act like one. Anyway, you want a divorce, right? Just get it over with, would you? I was going to give you 3 chances.
Pardon me, 3 chances?
Yeah, you get 3 strikes and you're out, sort of thing. Anyway, if this happens for the 4th time, I was going to call it quits anyway. Let's get it over with for Pete's sake. I've already informed your folks about my intentions. Your father did a lot for me getting this job in Alden. I didn't want to let him down, but my patience is worn thin. Your folks were sympathetic to my concerns and were grateful for the chance I was willing to give you. I told them that if that 4th incident occurs, that I was going to go forward with it without consulting them whatsoever. They were okay with it. And the 4th incident just occurred. There is no turning back now. I would appreciate it if you would hurry up and get those documents signed and submitted. I'm done.
Oh, yeah. That the way you want to play it, Randy? Okay, have it your way. Let's do this once and for all. But just so you know, Randy, I didn't demand this divorce without thinking things through.
So what is it? What do you want to say, Beth?
Those 3 times that those guys used and abused me, I'm going to chalk all that up as experience. It was a hard and painful lesson, but this time it's different. I had him prove his love to me with action.
Action? What action?
Yes, by proving his everlasting love of me. Well, there is only one way to prove love for someone else, if you know what I mean. When our flesh touched gently against each other, that love truly begins to manifest itself.
I'd rather not hear the rest.
Which means that I really don't give a damn if you divorce me.
Oh, is that so? Okay, I get it. You're telling me that this time it's for real, that you submit to the deal, that there is no turning back, is that it?
That's right. We physically demonstrated that our love was real, proved it to be genuine. I was able to know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, our love was 100% genuine. So I'm going to divorce you for sure this time and marry the love of my life.
Okay. Now that you're 100% sure, who is this guy? Tell me a little about him, would you? That's the least you can do.
Huh? Why do you even have to know?
I'm your husband, or shall I say soon-to-be ex-husband. I should know the guy and maybe meet him at least once. Just seems like the right thing to do. Besides, it will smooth the path when everyone meets up later with our lawyers and all.
Yeah, well, not sure about all that, but I guess if it's necessary. His name is Josh Bradley.
Wait a second, Josh Bradley. The son of Mr. Harold R. Bradley? The family that owns that mansion on the hill?
Oh, you know Josh? I thought maybe you might know him. You guys are about the same age.
We're exactly the same age. We went to college together.
Oh yeah? He never mentioned that. Pure coincidence, huh? He's currently living alone in a condo over in Richmond. The condo's right down near the river with a beautiful view. We're planning on living there as soon as tonight.
I see. Okay, Beth. I think I'm starting to see the whole picture. Hey, Josh. It's been a while. How have you been? Hey, Randy. What's up, man? Been doing okay. Been a while, hasn't it? Good to hear. Hey, Josh. Can I ask you where you are right now? Right now? I'm at my stepdad's place. He just passed away the other day, so my mom is all alone here at home. So I plan to be here for a bit longer. You're talking about that big mansion on the hill, right? Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised you knew about that. With your stepdad gone, I bet the whole family is frantic about the inheritance and all. I can just imagine. With that big house and all. Yeah, well, what can I say? I'm not related, as you know. It's mostly my 3 stepbrothers who are clamoring over each other to divide up the inheritance. We really don't have anything to do with it. Oh yeah? But it must be pretty difficult for your mom, getting stuck in the middle of it all. Yeah, but my mom knew it would all be too much of a hassle, so she waived all her rights to any of the inheritance. As for me, my stepfather never officially designated me as a son, so I have no rights to any of the inheritance anyway. I'm actually kind of relieved not having to hassle with it. I'm just here to comfort my mom, but I may need to step in every now and then if things get heated. To be the impartial observer, I guess. Oh, I see. Doesn't sound all that fun, but what do I know, right? Does that mean you won't be returning to your place in Richmond for a few days, right? Yeah, that's right. See how things play out, but I'll definitely be staying here tonight. How do you know I live here in Richmond? Heard from one of our old classmates recently, I guess. Since you're staying tonight, this might be a good time to... This all seems kind of weird. What's weird, Randy? What's on your mind, man? You can talk to me. Yeah, there's this problem. This may freak you out a bit, but I suppose there's no avoiding it, so I'm going to go right out and say it. You got me all spooked, Randy. What's the deal? Do you happen to know a woman named Beth by any chance? Beth, huh? That's really weird. My current girlfriend is named Beth. I've been seeing her for the last 6 months or so. What's this about, man? Oh yeah? 6 months, huh? Have you guys talked about living together anytime soon? Or have you given this Beth the keys to your condo? No, we haven't gone that far yet. It's still been 6 months after all. So, you know I live in a condo in Richmond. Heard it from a classmate, I suppose. Yeah, something like that. This Beth, I think she's planning on moving into that condo probably tonight. Wait, excuse me? She's planning on moving into my place? Why do you even know that? What's this all about anyways, Randy? What's your concern? Don't tell me that you know Beth's friend or something. Or are you interested in Beth, maybe? Well, I guess you can say I was interested in her a long time ago. Wait, what did you say? Why wouldn't I be? She's my wife after all. Hold on a second. What? Did you just say she's your wife? Come on, Randy. Is this some kind of prank? Did Beth put you up to this? I bet she did. Anyways, Beth said she's single. She wouldn't lie about something like that, would she? Can you prove she said that? That she was not married? Oh, well, let's see, yeah, I have my past line correspondence right here. She clearly says she's single, never been married. Okay, that's more than enough. Thanks, Josh. Randy, if this is true, I really didn't... Don't sweat it, Josh. You have nothing to worry about. I know you. You have nothing to worry about. I know you, man. I know that you're not the kind of guy who will purposely go out with a married woman. I'm glad you have trust in me, Randy, but still, I feel really awful about it. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say. I should be apologizing to you on behalf of my wife. She really went over the line this time. No, please. You shouldn't be apologizing to me, Randy. Is there something I can do? Help you out in any way? I'll do it if you ask. It's the least I can do. You know, I was going to ask, but I wasn't sure if you were up to it. It sure would be helpful. Are you sure? I'm at your disposal. Fire away. Okay, I know it's a bit late, but can we meet now? Sure thing. Tell me the time and place and I'll drive down right away. Do you still know what apartment I use for business? I think we used it a few times back in college. Yeah, the one on Main Street, Glendale Apartments, right? Up on the 3rd floor? I think it was room 309 or 308? Yeah, 309. You got a good memory, Josh. Still love that place, huh? Brings back memories. I used that place quite a bit when I was working on my dissertation. I'm headed over there now. You okay with it? No problem. I'm on my way.
Randy, are you there? Please respond. I was duped again. How could this happen to me? I was so sure this time. I can't believe what Josh did to me. How could he? I was going to move in with him the other day. I had my bags packed and everything. I went right over to his condo in Richmond, but he wasn't there. I figured that he was still at work, and so I waited in the lobby for him. And guess what? The front desk manager there told me he had already moved out. Apparently he had terminated the lease there 2 days ago. I had to lug all my luggage back home. I rang him right away and asked him why. He immediately texted me back, saying that he would never have gone out with me if he knew I was married. Then he just said goodbye. I told him I was already divorced and that everything was fine, but he wouldn't hear it, and he immediately blocked me. Now I can't even get in touch with him. So, Randy, it would really be helpful if you could pay me $500,000 in compensation, and then I can go on with my life? What do you say? It was you, wasn't it, Randy? You're the one who told him I was married. Am I right? I thought I finally found the love of my life, the emotional pain that you caused by telling him I will never heal from. It's your fault for ruining my life, the passionate love that was in my grasp. To be honest, $500,000 is a mere pittance for the emotional trauma that you caused. But I will let it go at that. That's all I'll ask of you. I'm headed back to my parents' place tomorrow, so I want you to deposit that money into my account by tomorrow. No getting out of this, Randy.
What the hell is this? You must be totally nuts. $500,000 for emotional distress, huh? Seriously? I knew you were a little empty-headed, but this is moronic. Anyway, it's good that you're headed home. A lawyer will stop in this week. I would ask that you hear all of the details and make your demands to him. I briefed him on everything, so...
Hey, Randy, are you there? Seems like you forgot something. Today is the day you were supposed to deposit that money. There's not a cent in there. What's up?
Like I said, the lawyer will stop by and explain everything. Ask him about that when he arrives.
Come on, Randy, just deposit the $500,000. Why do you have to draw this out by hiring a lawyer, making it one big hassle?
Beth, why do I have to pay you?
Like I explained to you, the reason I was dumped by Josh was because you told him I was married. That's why he broke it off. Is that so hard to understand? You're at fault. You pay. Simple as that. This was a once-in-a-lifetime chance for me, and you ruined it, Randy. I was set to get a $10 million inheritance. You pulled the plug on that. That dream went down the drain.
Oh, wait a sec. Say again?
Josh's dad passed away the other day. So obviously there was this thing called an inheritance. And Josh, being the only son, well, he had $10 million coming to him. And you took that away from me.
Beth, let me stop you right there.
Huh? Why?
Before you start blabbering on, let me get straight to the point. Josh has no right to any inheritance.
Huh? Of course he does. He's the eldest son. Look at that huge mansion on the hill, for God's sake.
Okay, let me explain everything from the very beginning because you seem to have no clue. First off, Josh is not the only son. He's the stepson. He has 3 brothers who are blood related.
Huh? He has 3 brothers? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Why didn't Josh tell me?
Josh came into that family later when his mother married Mr. Bradley. He's not related to them.
Huh? Not related, but...
And another important point, he was never officially declared as Mr. Bradley's son, so legally, he's just a stranger. Well, maybe not a total stranger, but a family friend, I guess. And what's more, his mom also waived all her rights to any of the inheritance. The 3 brothers have sole rights regarding the inheritance of the $10 million.
What? Seriously? What's happening here? I didn't even know he had any brothers, for Pete's sake.
Well, the 3 brothers are way older than him, like 20 years older, so you probably figured they were his uncles or something. That's the story. I figured you had no clue what was going on. Even if you had managed to marry Josh, he would have received 0 inheritance from his stepfather. No $10 million. That was just a pipe dream, Beth.
That can't be it. No way. I want my $10 million. Hey, Randy, what the hell is this? Why do I have to pay compensation to you? What the hell is your lawyer talking about? You're the one that has to pay me. What the hell is happening here?
I'm pretty sure my lawyer explained everything to you. Were you even listening to him? I'm sure he explained that Josh is also demanding compensation for lying to him about not being married.
But we were in love. We loved each other. Love can't be bought. It was never about money. This was pure love, at least on my part.
No matter how you try to spin it, Beth, you had an affair. It's called infidelity. I'm sure my lawyer probably explained this to you, but cheating in a marriage is against the law, punishable by a fine. In your case, you said you weren't married and cheated on me. That means you have an obligation to pay damages to me. I'm the victim here, Beth. Get that through your head.
How could you say that, Randy?
I'll say it over and over again if I have to.
But you ruined my chance at happiness.
Happiness? Are you for real? How about my happiness or even Josh's happiness? You ever think about that? Josh thought he was happy with you, but you ruined that too. All you were after was the $10 million.
Okay, then let's forget this whole thing. What do you say? We can start over from square one. If you do that, I'll forgive you, Randy. A clean slate. What do you say?
Beth, I'm going to have to stop you right there. You know what? I really think you need to see a shrink. Something's not right up there.
Huh? What an awful thing to say.
Take it any way you like, Beth. All I ask of you is that you pay the compensation and we're done. I never want to hear from you again. You got that?
What? Wait, seriously? Why? I said I was going to forgive you, so why would you say that?
Beth, you're not listening to me. I can't take any more of your BS, and I certainly don't love you anymore.
What? You don't?
Anyway, Beth, no more. Goodbye. The last conversation with Beth was like talking to an alien or something. She was just not making any sense whatsoever. She seemed like such a nice girl when we married. Where did things go wrong? Anyway, I printed out the whole conversation that we had and sent a copy of it to her parents just so they understood the circumstances. I'm not sure if that was what did it, but her parents apparently sent her off to an uncle's place up north to get some therapy for emotional distress or something. Whatever that means. A friend of the family, this 60-year-old rich guy, took a liking to her and offered to pay all of her debts off, and in return, she has to work at his large mansion as a maid and helper. And the parents agreed to the deal. They told me that she would probably never contact me again. I was okay with that. I wanted to get on with my life, to be honest. However, I was a little concerned about this 60-year-old rich guy taking a liking to her. I was especially concerned of the job description of helper, but I really wanted nothing more to do with her, so I left it at that.